Hello and welcome to this Explorers League training video. My name is Mike Leibel. I'm the children's pastor at Cornwall Church, and first of all, I just want to welcome you to my home. Whether you have served with Explorers League in the past or whether you're very new to Explorers League, I want to welcome you. And I really hope from this video that you feel both informed but also encouraged. We want to talk a little bit in this video about our mission, outline some of the expectations and core values, introduce some of the systems and the structures that we operate with at Explorers League. My hope is that from this video you will see clearly the big picture of Explorers League and its role and your role in God's family. Okay? We believe that this is the most important ministry that we have at Cornwall Church. And you, as a volunteer here, are helping to lay a firm foundation of faith in the lives of these kids. As you hug them, you high-five them, you teach them, you pray with them, you play with these children, they learn that the church family is for them and that there's a God who loves them deeply and welcomes them into a lifelong relationship with him. And now, if you've been around Cornwall Church at all, you'll know that our mission is to alter the spiritual landscape one life at a time through Jesus. And at Explorers League, we do that by inspiring kids to a lifelong relationship with Jesus. Now, how do we do that? How do we inspire these kids? Well, I've identified a couple different ways that we want you to learn, and these aren't by any means totally comprehensive, and I'm not going to go into terrible amount of depth on them, but we will hit them in more detail in later videos. And again, too, I will probably hit a few other things in some videos that aren't included into this video as well. We just don't want to have take up all your time at all. So it's going to be kind of a concise, this is, again, big picture stuff, okay? Big picture stuff. So first thing I want to talk a little bit about is atmosphere, okay? We want to provide a safe, excellent, age-appropriate program for children birth all the way to 5th grade, okay? From our large group interaction time with these kids to our small group peer interactions, each child at Explorers League is taught the life-changing message of Jesus Christ in a fun and healthy atmosphere. Now, kids often remember the things that we say, the things that we teach them, but I can guarantee that they remember what you do and how you make them feel, okay? Now, the second one, again, okay, so we've talked about atmosphere. Now we're talking about relationships. When you lead with Explorers League, you make a choice to invest strategically in the lives of a few kids for a select amount of time so you can help them build an authentic faith. You win when kids have meaningful interactions that deepen their faith in Jesus and influence their relationships with others. Okay? Now, relationships is one of those ones that we're going to go into more detail on in later videos. Okay? But for now, that's just a kind of one of the big pictures. So we talked about atmosphere, we've talked about relationships. Our second one is our third one, is another relationship. It's partnering with families. Now, partnering with families is paramount to inspiring and developing Jesus followers. We recognize that the time that we have with these kids is marginal compared to the amount of time that families have with their kids. We may have 40 hours over the course of a year with a kid, and that's it. We have the blessed role at Explorers League of supporting, encouraging, and equipping families and becoming another consistent and caring voice in the life of their child. Imagine the difference if every leader, every volunteer, every parent was on the same page, working towards the same end. So creating this clear plan, a healthy atmosphere that we've talked about earlier, and this common language with parents, kids, and leaders is vital to a strategic, unified, and impactful message and experience. Now, to assist us with this is we've chosen to partner with Orange. Now, Orange is a curriculum provider that we use, And they provide some fantastic Christ-centered teaching plans. So that's going to be our next one. It's Christ-centered teaching. Each month, we get a packet from Orange that has all of our curriculum in it. Your team here at Explorers League, we tailor that curriculum to suit our kids and where they are at. To accomplish the teaching that Orange provides for us effectively during the service times that we have, we've broken Explorers League out into two different departments. The first one being early childhood, which is babies basically through that age 5. The second department is elementary, which is kindergarten through 5th grade. Now, the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to inspiring kids is this opportunity to serve. Okay, we want to provide our kids frequent opportunities to serve the community around them. Now, as a missionary to Scotland for years, with my kids, I can tell you that they are fantastic at serving the community around them. They're some of our best vessels of God's generous love that we have. Actually, they more inspire us as grown-ups than we can oftentimes inspire them. So we want to help them see the great impact that they have with God and give them opportunities to serve. So here are some of the key components to why we do what we do. You may want to know, well, how can I prepare for this monumental task of serving at Explorers League? Well, here's a couple other things, another list for you to write down. The first one is pray. To keep these children that you have in your room in your prayers. Okay, pray for your ministry and pray for your fellow volunteers and for Cornwall Church Explorers League staff. The next one is to grow. Seek God, learn of Him, and be in a relationship with Him. Be prepared. Review the week's curriculum and the notes provided to you. Attending the huddle is another key way that you can be prepared for what's coming. So arrive 30 minutes before your service time and take part in that huddle time and that prayer time that you have with fellow volunteers. Attend these trainings. Okay, we're going to do our best to schedule trainings kind of around everyone's schedules. These videos, like I said, they'll come out more frequently now. So attend these things, watch these videos, and learn from them. Keep us informed. If you plan to be away, please use Planning Center online. Text your coach and let us know if you can't be there. We also have a hotline too. You can call. It is 733-2150, extension 3913, and you can leave a message there. Just let us know. Keep us informed. Now, not to be forgotten, but is adaptability. Adaptability is really key. So be flexible in this ever-changing culture that we're in as environments shift and change. Maintain your malleability, your flexibility, and your adaptability. Be relevant. Stay relevant. Grow in your ability to effectively communicate and connect with your audience. The relationship that you have with them will directly impact the experience, the depth of influence that you will have. So I want to remind you, we may all enter kids' lives at different phases and ages, but each of us are part of this bigger story and a part of laying a foundation. We are asking you as a volunteer to specialize in the children that God has entrusted to you here at Explorers League. Get to know their name. Get to know their family. Get to know what matters to them, their culture, what they like, what they think about, and be there for them. Explorers League is built on people, not programs. At Cornwall, we see hundreds of kids on a weekend, and as you can imagine, it takes an army of vibrant, equipped individuals to lead them well. This is not childcare, it's discipleship. This isn't Sunday school, it is a platform, and it's not just games and activities, it's a relationship. Okay, you are not filling just a volunteer spot. You are influencing someone's future. Because of committed leaders like you, it's possible to achieve a children's ministry here at Cornwall Church that is safe, nurturing, and educational for all kids. So what you do each and every weekend at Explorers League matters in the lives of these kids. Children want to come each weekend not because of the programs, but because of relationships formed with volunteers like you. This is why we ask for your consistency and your engagement. Our hope for you is that by serving, it becomes a key part not only in the lives of these kids and in their development, but also in your personal discipleship. Faithfully serving at any level of leadership will produce in you good fruit and develop in you a heart for the things of God. We're excited to see what God's going to do in you as you serve and you bless the future church. Let us know how we can support you, and thank you for your leadership in Explorers League.